Does any of that look familiar? If so, then you're definitely in the right place. Hello and welcome to a long-term review of Anson Belt and Buckles. Now, before we begin, be sure to like and subscribe for more content. Now, starting off, I have owned this belt for about 3 years now. And of all the Anson Belt and Buckle belts that I have, this one is actually my everyday wear belt. And I will say, with the exception of a few scratches on the buckle itself, this belt does not show any sort of wear on it whatsoever. And if you're anything like me, belts are usually one of the very first things to go, and at least to show their wear. I've had belts that have ripped, torn, stretched out, you name it. And if you're interested to see if whether or not these belts are ones that will do that, you're definitely in the right place. And I can tell you beyond a doubt that these belts are very high quality. Now, the unique thing about the Anson Belt and Buckle that I've found is the closing mechanism. Now, I was a little skeptical at first, I must admit, but if you are anything like me and you want to make sure that whenever you spend your money, you invest your money well, I will tell you beyond a reasonable doubt, this works. And not only does it work, but it has actually convinced me so much to the point to where I want to make sure all of my other belts have this similar style. Now, I've had belts in the past that have had a similar style of closing to where you feed the belt through and then the belt and the buckle will somehow hold itself into place, but over time they'll lose their tension and I'll always find myself adjusting and trying to make sure that my wardrobe stays just the way that I want it, especially when it's something as important as my pants. And I will say with Anson Belt and Buckle, this is actually not the case with these belts. I have not once ever found myself needing to adjust my belt because I have lost tension or anything like that over time. Now, my suspicion is it's because of these little slots that are here at the bottom of the belt. They actually lock into place and make it so the belt doesn't loosen on you over time. Now, if you're like me, there's sometimes to where you're walking around and you can feel that you need to adjust yourself and your outfit just a little bit. However, you don't want to go to a bathroom or take off your belt entirely and frighten all the people that are passing by. That is again where the feature of this belt comes in. Because with this micro adjustment feature, all you have to do is just push in or release ever so small increments to help you get the exact fit that you want with your wardrobe. Another thing I want to point out with these belts is just how satisfying the click is whenever you try to feed the belt through. Ooh, that's very satisfying. Now, another thing I actually really love about these belts is the fact that you can order 2, 3, 4 different belts at a time with all these different buckles, and you can replace them all and they're interchangeable with each other very, very easily. Being able to easily interchange belt buckles with one another and different belts has given me an extreme range of versatility with my wardrobe that I've never found that I had with anything else. Because there were times to where I had one particular belt buckle that I really liked that I couldn't switch out for another belt and vice versa. Overall, if you're on the fence and you really don't know whether or not you should buy this and you're just waiting for that last sign, I will tell you right now, this is it. These are some of the best belts that I have ever bought, and you cannot go wrong with this purchase. Thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts on Anson Belt and Buckles in the comments below. Thank you. Ooh, that's very satisfying.